can't afford to commit, and Rival won't overstep. Wait, maybe this is, I don't know that Sanguine are expecting it. They're expecting a disengage, but the To the Skies is going right to the actual Titan. Sanguine recognize that they're here to play some defense. Good damage comes out into Sam early, and the Titan still relatively tanky here at this point. But they send Shinto back to base. Titan now at half HP. They gotta commit to this.
What do you think went wrong in the Rival match? I think it was a little bit of my mistake too. My uses of relics, I think it was kind of bad or poor. But at the same time, I was doing damage, so that kind of compensates then. Well, apart from that, I think we were kind of like... Okay, so when you get to the late game, you're kind of nervous because you know that if you kind of make a mistake, you're pretty much it, like the game is over.
Aún no había copiado. Que no decidimos estar aquí.
Porque estamos en mí, si nos invitan a los tanques.
No, that game, dude.
Rival match, we weren't disappointed at all. Like I said, we knew for a fact that Rival was a good team, and the fact that we almost took both games made us like happy. But at the same time, of course, there was a disappointment after those games because we could have won if we would have played better. So yeah, there's always disappointment when you lose a match. What did the team learn from the Rival set? We learned that we can win against any team, and any team can win against any team too. But it comes to our mistakes that we lose those games, or we can lose any other game. So I think if we lose, it's more like we are playing poorly than playing good, or them playing good.
Nadie vio a Susana por aquí.
Todo, weón.
Si lo hubiera visto, yo me hubiera ido de una, sin dudar, ya fuera. Pero bueno,
Tira ulti si lo ves.
no lo vi, o sea, el problema es que me pasa. Yo lo vi y al verlo le tiré a Egis.
He's fine, ya hemos ganado. Ya, no sé si puede ser pierde, se puede ganar siempre. No sabemos callar.
Ya sabemos qué pasa.
Ready for this match?
Yes, sir.
After the Rivals match, there was like, okay, we have to keep demonstrated, and we do it when we played against Renegades. We always want to like keep demonstrating that we are the best, or at least we can be. And I think we proved it, and I think that people noticed that. I think people have noticed too that we put our hearts in the matches and stuff like that. So yeah, I think we did it. We kind of like had the overconfidence that we were like one game up, and that kind of costed the game. So we lost the second game and we went to the third game. And then the third game we were like, okay, so let's just focus. Last game is done, forget about it, go next. And that's what we did, and that's how we won.
¡Uy, te lo carry! ¡Llevo una vida, la saqué! ¡Güey, se toqueado! ¡Ru!
Pelea atrás, un tía, pelea.
¡Oh, ganamos!
Ganamos.
¡A dormir! ¡Wow! ¡Dale! ¡Tiralo a la mierda! ¡Cabeza partida y la concha de tu madre! ¡Muérete! ¡Nice!
Listo, yo.
Ayuda, atrás.
attribute that game 1 lost to the Horus League, like the way they play the map, the way they play the game, the way they play the split push thing, it was good for them. But we kind of figured it out. Second game, we were like, okay, so let's ban Horus and let's see what he plays, or let's see what he does. We noticed that, okay, so he wasn't that impactful with other god than Horus, so we were like, okay, so we won game 2, let's keep banning Horus, and it worked. And as I said, Genetics was like a huge, he's an impactful change, to be honest. What was writing on the PK set was like thinking that if we won the game, we will get the first place, but if we lose, we will get the third place. But as always, I cannot tell my team that we have to forget about those things, because those things doesn't matter when it comes to playing the games. So if you forget about them, you will not play like nervously or being like, okay, we have to win this because we will get first place. So that's what I tell them, like forget about those things, just focus on the game, and maybe after that we can start talking about it.
Va Buller, sí. Voy a cargar aquí, voy a cargar aquí. Mira, Cintia, mira, Cintia.
What was the reason you guys won game 1? The reason we won game 1 was like my team doing like all the job while I was getting camped in the dual lane, for example, because I picked Freya, and I think PK kind of like knew that if I pick Freya, I have to get punished for picking that god, at least in the duo. So that's what they did. They got 1 kill, I think they got 2 if I'm not mistaken. But after that, my team was like winning the other side of the map, was winning in mid lane, and I just was farming until Freya became like what Freya is. It starts like punching people, so that's what kind of happened in game 1, and that's how we won.
La porra está en rango. Metí la morra.
Estoy con los carries, estoy con
¡Mira,
los
Kimo!
carries.
¡Kimo se cerró! Me volteé la backline, siento, puedes pegar.
Muerto, derrotado de Kumbat.
Mira, salto Kumba. Kumba en el lobo, Kumba beat.
Sirio, mira Sirio. Morgan, tiro ti, mátalo Sirio ya.
Tiro 100, pégale. Portal.
Mátalo usted, en serio, espero que pueden ser ustedes. Ahí va Kimo, debería salir.
Portal.
Nice. Puede ser,
¡Está una bien, Titán! ¡Está una vida!
Oh my god.
Tío, mirá todo a mí, güey.
No exploit, no win.
¿Sabes cuál aplica aquí, güey? La delita en el fin, güey. Esa cuando vas a hacer proxy, güey, y te mueres, güey, pero le explota el cerebro, güey.
After coming as the underdog, of course we are really so surprised. Like it's a good achievement. Like it's all we wanted. Like maybe sometime in the past, and that's what we wanted too when we were in the SML. So coming as the underdog is amazing when you end up like this, because you have demonstrated to people that you don't have to talk or you don't have to respond what they said on, I don't know, any social media or anything like that. You just have to demonstrate it when you play, so that they just realize you are not a bad team, or you're just putting your effort. Even though we wouldn't have gotten the first place, I think people would like see our effort that we put in those games. So yeah. And what do you think? You guys got the first seed. I think we got the first seed because we know how to we knew how to adapt to teams. Like, of course, there are scrims, so we kind of talked about them. We always talked about them, and we say something like, okay, this team plays like this team plays like that. For example, I can pick this card against this team because I'm gonna play like comfortably. And same with my jungler, my mid, my solo, my support, and that's how we prepared for like any other set. So